Hi guys, my name is Meats. This is going to be a review for Robot Damashii Crossbone Gundam X1 Kai. And this is a Kai option part set. Now, this is for the Crossbone X1. Now, I'm not entirely familiar if some parts of this is already included. I had to do a little bit of a research on this one. But I found it very interesting. Actually, I don't have some of the weapon sets. Now, kind of jump in with the Robot Damashii line a bit late, but never late than never. But the great thing about it is there's a lot of cool Robot Damashiis coming out, so it's never too late to jump in. Now for the full cloth, that's the one I have, the X1 full cloth and the X2 Kai. So that's the only ones I'm familiar with. It turns out there's actually a Crossbone X1 Kai that came out, which has most of the weapons already. And I think that one is in blue. The Crossbone that I have, which is right here, has more of like a darker gray on top. Now this is the X1 from the full cloth. I removed the full cloth accessories, and it's actually not a bad idea to do so. Actually, I have his full cloth on the X2 Kai. Alright, so we're gonna be using that one. Here we go. So on this one in particular, which we're gonna go over, a lot of cool stuff inside. And let's go ahead and open this up. It's a small package. There we go. Alright, so inside, alright, I'm not entirely familiar with the crossbow and the weaponry, but I'll try my best. So I believe this is the Peacock Smasher, which is kind of like the crossbow here. And this one is the open version. That's actually pretty cool. And you do need to have a version of it because you're just gonna be swapping it out. They don't have the rest of the gun here, which you probably don't need having a second one, but yeah. So anyways, we have that there. Now we have the, I believe this is the Beam Sanber, which is the sword. And you have the, let's see here, the Buster gun right here. And there is a cool option of combining them to make the Zunbuster. You have the core fighter here, pretty cool. You got the chest piece here, the crossbone, and the head to turn this into a regular or the X1 Kai. And you have I believe this, sorry, I'm looking through the wiki for the names, the beam marker right here, which is for his gauntlet on the side here. Pretty cool stuff. So I looked it up, and I believe the X1 Kai comes with the Beam Zanber, the, what do you call this, the Buster gun. You already have that, and the beam marker here. Those are already included. The core fighter and this extra part, you're not getting that. Also, you have extra hands to hold, I believe, this particular pistol. So it's actually a great thing if it is still available to grab this along with the full cloth. Since the full cloth, I believe, you get that crazy big, I kind of forgot what's called the, let's see if I can find it here. The Murasame Blaster, I think that's the one right here for the full cloth. That's what you have, but you're not getting any of the regular crossbone weaponry. So it might be a good idea to have this along with the crossbone full cloth. Alright, so that's that. And also we have the stand here. So this stand actually doesn't come with this gray piece. This is from the crossbone, the adapter piece, which you probably need if you want to attach that. Alright, so we're just gonna go through this. Alright, the first off is replacing the helm. We're just gonna pop off the head right here. So basically it's almost the same when I looked at it. There goes the back skirt. The only difference, you don't have the side here, which I believe is part of the full cloth. So if you can get this thing, here we go. So actually we're going to remove this part here. And we can actually attach this to the core fighter right here. And there we go. It's always nice to have a detachable core fighter, but it's an optional thing. This one does have you can open a cockpit. There's no pilot though, but you probably can put one of those 100. Although that might be too big. There's no pilot there. I think that's the only thing that's movable, but just looking at this, has some nice details. There's a port there for the stand, and you can display it like so, where you get the crossbone on the side right here. And look in the base, it does say Crossbone Gundam, and you have the nice skull heart insignia right there. Pretty cool. And nothing underneath. And my back skirt is popping off for some weird reason. Alright, next part is the chest piece. Now, let's take a closer look and see the difference. Alright, the only difference I can see is the eyes. Yep. So on the full cloth, there's actually like a gray ring outlining the pupil, I think. This one just blank. You can go ahead and replace it. Just go ahead and swap it. You get the 2 tabs there, which we're gonna just take out. There we go. Put on this one. To be honest, I still like the full cloth version. But if you just wanted a blank eyes, kind of like a halo for this, you know, yeah, for the socket. There we go. It gives you an option, and to be more, I guess, accurate, I guess. Gotta find a way to get this thing back on there. It keeps popping off. Now, can I get it on? There we go. Alright, getting back to the review. Alright, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the swap on for the body. Alright, we got a couple of extra things here. Let's just go with this one. So the Peacock Smasher. So this is the normal version, which comes with a full cloth. Now this is the extended one. It's almost the same, just you got the thing a little bit spread out apart. Right, so push this down and take this out. So you just get a regular blaster here. Put this back here. There we go. Right, next part. I believe this is the beam Zanber. So this one, you see a rifle handle there, but you can hold it here too. And this one actually transforms. There we go. And I need to swap out some of the hands. I'll do that in a bit. You also have this one here. Cool looking pistol. And again, this is the Buster gun, I believe. Alright, so is it the Buster gun? Yep. So you have the kind of like a bigger handle for holding this one. Let's go ahead and swap it out first. And there goes the shoulder armor. There we go. It's always that problem with the shoulder armor. It's that tab. It helps it hold it. You gotta make sure it's all the way in. Anyways, getting back to this, we're just gonna go through the thumb, and there we go. Alright. Next part, I mean, we can swap out the hands. Let me do that real quick. Actually, I realized that I should do this first before swapping that hand out. So again, you have the beam marker here. Here we go. Cool effect. And you have two of them, so you can dual wield with that. Yep, there we go. Now getting back to this, if we want to have him build sword, that's not it. Here we go. There we go, and yeah, I think I've used the right one. I gotta play around with this, getting this handle on. Let me do that off camera. And here we go. Also want to point out that there is peg connection ports here. If you want to connect that either here, you can do so. Or you want to do it on the back. Yep. It's probably this way. There we go. Same thing with this one. You get a peg connector right there. And, well, this one has it already over here. You want to peg it on the side. But I don't think it works that way. Alright, so that's that part. Now, the next part is actually pretty cool. This is combining this one and become the Zunbuster. So let's take this out. You already see a trigger finger there. Pull this up. You're gonna get a connection port right there. And this one, you just bend it this way, and it becomes a rifle when you combine it. It's actually a cool gimmick. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you can do this with the regular version of the X1 or the X1 Crossbone X1 Kai. It's possible, right? Because I see the images. I actually haven't seen a review of it. For this one, I always have a little bit of difficulty putting this on, but I always tilt the handle in first. Then you just push this back like so. And there we go. It's kind of like a fancy rifle. Yeah. Alright, I think I went over most of the accessories. Yeah, I think that's about it. Alright, and that's pretty much it for the review. There are a few things I forgot to mention. Let me just quickly go over it instead of redoing the segment. Right, so this yellow piece does stick out on the Peacock Smasher. Yep. And I think I forgot to mention that even in the close one, it does do that too. Something I forgot. Also, on the Core Fighter, this thing opens up, or actually folds up. So that's another articulation there. Alright. And if you are curious, this setup here, it's basically using the Damashii Trident. It's basically 3 base in 1, as you can see right here. And another thing I did is I just inverted this action base here, which I really like the insignia. I would like to have it all together. So it's just, I flipped it over. This actually make a nice platform. And there we go. That's my display for my Crossbone Gundam. Full cloth. I kind of wish there's an X3 version of the full cloth, but I don't think that exists. Even X2, that's kind of stretching it, but I really like it when you put the full cloth on X2. Hence, I got another full cloth. And the spare one, I basically turned into a regular X1 Verka. Yeah, not too bad of an idea. I do plan to get the full cloth Verka. All this Verka version and the regular version is kind of confusing at times. But that one comes in with the actual cloak. As opposed to the plated one, right, we see here. So I'm kind of interested on that one, since I didn't get the first one, which I think has that already. So we'll see. And that's pretty much it for the review. Hope you guys like it. And again, I got mine at Tatsu Hobby. It's a pre-order on exclusive. If you do wish to get some of the exclusive, go ahead and send an email or an inquiry, and I'll provide that link down below at Tatsu Hobby. And yeah, just let them know that you want to get that particular one, and they'll reserve it for you. Otherwise, that's about it. So until then, this is Meats. Thanks for watching.